Hello, people. Are you out there?
People!
Hello.
Sorry for the delayed start. We rocked up to the TA and there was no tables and chairs anywhere. Apparently, carpets are being cleaned. It's a site in here, actually, and there's no drinks. We don't have drinks. This is a problem.
Oh, no. We haven't even got anyone who can bring us one.
I can go if you want. You guys just start.
We'll work that out.
Oh, we'll just get on with it. Oh, I'm thirsty. Are you guys gonna hang out while we get a drink?
How many people are there? 5 diehards.
Oh, you can wait a bit longer, can't you?
It's only 10 past.
Be back. You guys have had. What do you want?
Oh, yeah, that'd be good. Thank you.
Get a
Whatever.
fucking hard orange, hard rated
Oh,
on tap.
I could do that if they've got that. Sensational.
excellent. Done.
Whatever you're having.
Yeah, that's fine with me. Thank you.
We won't be long.
Yeah. Can they still hear us?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. We'll just start, Dan. How are you, Dan?
I'm good. Good weekend.
Yes.
I mean, we'll get into how the weekend ended shortly. I'm
Yeah.
sure everyone can relate to
Everyone's weekend ended the same.
just feeling on edge.
Yeah.
But no, the rest of the weekend was nice. I went down to
Nice.
the local RSL for dinner on Friday,
Oh, cool.
West Croydon.
Oh, very nice.
And caught up with the Port Nuffy Roman on
Yes.
a Saturday for his birthday.
Oh, cool.
I went to Silver Brewing on Cooger Street, which was nice.
Oh, cool.
And it was funny, actually, because the majority of their menu is meat.
Yeah.
But he had like 7 vegetarians out of his, pretty much half the people who had the veggies.
Right. Okay.
And they did cater well for the veggies.
Oh,
So
that's
if
good
you
on
are vegetarian and want to go there, it's very veggie friendly.
Don't be scared away by the heavy meat menu.
But I did go home smelling like meat, smoked meat,
Oh, yes. Yeah.
and had to immediately have a shower because I was like, I can't get away with this.
Yeah, fair.
Clothes in the wash.
Yeah. So be mindful that you may smell like meat even if you haven't had any.
That's right.
Yeah.
And yesterday I actually went around our Carlton Nuffy's house, Jason.
Is it a Nuffy full weekend?
Yeah, it's not normal. I mean, those two Nuffies are friends as well. But we watched the first half of the Crows game.
Yeah.
Turned
it off?
I had to get the kids home. But how about you?
Oh, yeah. I had a good weekend too, actually. I thought I was going to have to stay late at work, but I had oh, hello.
Oh, look at this. Bar skills back.
Yeah, I reckon. And I was going to say there's hardly any obstacles.
Thank you.
Well done, Lauren.
Get past. Lauren's brought the goods.
Mm.
Just make sure you hit up Sam for the money later.
Yeah,
I
do.
think we're out of money.
No,
Need your donations, people.
I'll give you actual money.
I'll do the same. Thank you. Oh, shit. I'm feeling it.
We were just talking about our weekends, Kate, if you want to
Oh,
finish.
sure. Yeah, we were just filling the air. Yes, I didn't have to stay late at work on Friday, which was a good start. And then went out with my mum on Saturday to the Crows shop. And then we kind of wendled back down south of the coast and stopped at various locations to look at little shops and have some lunch. And
Very
that was
nice.
really
Sounds
nice.
nice.
Yeah, that was lovely. And then I randomly decided, because I was home just home having a quiet night, I was like, I think I'm going to go to the movies and watch the M&M documentary that's out. So I went and did that.
Nice. How was that?
Yeah, it was great. Actually, I loved it.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah,
No idea that was a thing.
no, it's just like in cinemas for like a weekend.
Right.
So I'd sort of thought, if I have a free moment, I might do that. And then I'd sort of forgotten about it. But then I was like, oh, wait. And I looked up and there was an 8:45 session. So off I went. And
Well, there
it
you
was
go.
good. Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
good.
so that was nice. Sunday was a bit more quiet, which was good too. Except for the inevitable thing to talk about.
What a segue into us starting the episode. even play the air horn after
Yeah.
that?
Honestly, I forgot about
The
it.
It's
tentative
a
air
flat
horn.
air horn.
Where's the
Wah,
where's the fart? I feel like the fart is more appropriate.
wow.
I don't
What
even
a
know what
Sunday
it is.
evening. Sunday evening in the West.
What a way to finish
Yeah.
the weekend and head into a Monday.
I mean, let's not be all doom and gloom. We did win the game somehow against the bottom team that's won one game all year. We beat West Coast by 9 points. Not really sure what to think about that. I did almost ruin my whole weekend and your weekend and your weekend and everyone listening's weekend.
Yes.
If we had lost that game, that would have been a tragedy. Travesty.
Real talk, would we have been here tonight or not?
I did say on the chat,
Yes.
do we want to cancel the pod?
Honestly,
I wasn't even talking about tonight. I was talking about for good.
Yes. We're out.
I was really tired today, and I did almost think maybe I should just bail on this.
Yeah.
It would have just been you
We're
two.
out.
That would have been.
But
great
you know what?
episode.
As Sam says, sometimes being shit and losing is fun to talk
us more
about.
to
So,
talk
you know,
about.
as
And he
much
didn't
as
even rock up.
I know.
And we didn't lose, and we still feel like we've got lots to talk about.
I think, let's just silver linings. There's Laura and I were talking about it on the way. So silver lining is, maybe it's the almost loss we had to have.
Yes.
Hopefully it means we will show up against Collingwood this week at home.
Yes.
Who are going to be tough. They're going to
Yeah.
be breathing fire.
100%.
But let's get into that in a minute. I'm getting too into it already. But it's episode 130 of Here We Crow. We're going to find out. We're going to ask the question. Dan Gorringe is already calling us frauds. He's saying we're on fraud watch.
Hey, this is in support of you.
Yeah, it's
Dan.
true. Come on,
So
Dan.
I watched
He's
so
been-
much of that stupid
So did I.
him locked in the box, which was hopefully in the bads this week. That was so bad.
He has been a big supporter of the Crows, though. So
It's
for him to
true.
call us frauds, I think he's pretty quick to
I
jump
think
off.
it's disgusting. How
Pretty
dare he,
quick.
honestly.
Pretty quick. Goz. Anyway, we'll get into more of the chat about the game. We'll also preview the Collingwood game for this Saturday night. We're actually going to do, by popular demand by Sam, a fantasy update because I think it needs to be done now that my team.
now that he can't shut it down.
silly.
Ben's going to be really disappointed
He's
you're
missing
throwing
it.
this in.
Well,
he's
he
not
won't be
here.
when I talk up his team later, but we'll get into that as
We're
well.
gonna have
If we
enough
remember, because
too.
last time I said we were going to talk about it, we forgot. So,
Yeah,
and
but
we are
that's
going to have
'cause
enough.
You weren't here.
Yeah. We are
got
going to
our
have
Nuff
enough.
Ant
Yes.
back.
Yes. Ant could turn our Collingwood enough. Backed by popular demand, mainly by us. We're going to talk a little bit about trades and stuff that's been talked about by
Oh,
Tim
there's
Silvers,
whispers.
etc.
Whispers
As
out there.
well, as brought up by Nuz last week.
Yes.
But before we do any of that, Ben has sent us some stuff.
Oh, yes.
The stats man.
I'm the stat man.
And Kate, I believe, are you going to be the stat man? Was that the
No,
No?
I'm the stat
I
man.
don't have access to the stat
I've
man
got
stats.
the stat man.
Oh, you've got
I've
it.
got the stat man
Okay.
stats this week.
I don't know why I thought it was going to be you, Kate.
It's okay.
But,
That's right. We'll give you some access.
Yeah,
at the end
that's
of this.
fine.
Drop your voice down a few decibels
It
to
is.
become like Ben.
It is episode 130. Did you mention that?
Yeah.
Okay, just
Only
checking.
briefly.
I was too busy drinking my hard rated. Debutant player for 130 was. Have we got some guesses in the chat here?
Oh, yeah.
Who was it?
It was Brent Radar O'Reilly.
O'Reilly.
That's what it
O'Reilly.
says here.
Wow, Ben. So
Jeez, Ben.
just quickly, we almost
Brent
got
Riley.
radar on the pod, a la how we got Chris last week. I did a bit of follow up. Kate thought it would be a good idea to keep this ball rolling, and we tried. We did try. We got a text message from Brent Riley to Chris Massey saying that he was dropping a friend at the airport tonight, so it wasn't available. But he said maybe next time.
That
so
is bullshit.
Yeah.
Sorry, that is the worst excuse I've ever heard. Who drops their friend to the airport these days? No one.
look, that was
I do.
I'm
That
a,
is a Seinfeld type excuse.
it's true. No, hang on. I got
We
it
love
wrong.
you, Brent. Please
It-
do come on sometime.
It wasn't a friend. It was someone called Jamie. It could be like his wife.
Partner.
Yeah.
How do
Anyway,
you know?
he did.
Anyway, if you want to
I'm dropping Jamie to the airport. Is that what he said?
Yeah, Jamie. So Chris must know who Jamie is because he wouldn't just say Jamie. Anyway, we're just dropping names on here now.
That's so funny.
and
All right.
locations.
Anyway,
Go see Brent at the airport if you want to catch
Oh
him
yeah,
tonight.
true. Yeah.
we should have gone down there. All
Yeah,
right.
can we interview on the fly?
I'll Ginnivan interview
yeah.
walking in.
Yeah. Hey Brent, you were debutante 130. Do you know that?
Should I get onto the stats?
130.
This is going longer than Ben's
and then
usually does.
and then he'd be like, "Do you think I'm going to talk to you?"
literally, Sam has just said, "God, this is worse than when Ben does it."
Shut up, Sam.
Brent O'Reilly, or O'Reilly as he's actually known, played 203 games between the years 2002 and 2014. He was picked 12 in the 2001 draft and first half of his career in the number 33 and the last half wearing the number 3.
Brian O'Reilly. Sorry.
Radar. 2012, he made the All-Australian squad of 40, but he retired in 2015 due to a training incident when an errant knee fractured his skull.
Yeah,
Jesus, that's pretty hardcore.
it was.
Post-football, he coached at the Henley Sharks and in 2017 came back as a development coach at the Crows. In 2021, he became the general manager of the South Adelaide Panthers.
Oh, brilliant.
And has worked with the South Australian Health and Medical Research Institute looking at resilience and athlete well-being.
Very good.
That's
How wholesome.
great.
That's
Very
very wholesome.
Very wholesome.
And as Mike Rand would say, go Panthers.
And interesting to Ben 130 stats. Jason Paul-Pleasure and Matthew Robran both played 130 games.
oh, wow.
Two great players.
Yeah.
In our previous biggest win against Port, we scored 130 to their 46 points in the 2017 showdown. Also a game played in the wet, and Betts and Jenkins kicked 4 goals.
Right.
In 2009, we beat Fremantle 130 to 13. 1 goal, 7 points. Remains their lowest score ever.
I can't remember that.
Yeah. There's also a fantasy update here.
Oh.
gosh.
So you
Getting
just
it
let me
early.
know when you want to do that segment and we'll crack right in.
All right, we'll
Excellent.
try to remember that. Sam might try to sabotage us.
Yes.
We'll see.
Maybe.
What button
Sorry,
are you
we're
pressing
going
there?
the one that's the, when we
I
talk
got a bit
about the
lost
game.
watching you press the button there. I was like, here it comes.
Game.
I don't know what it's called though.
It's called the game. No, I don't know what it's called either. We're going to talk about the game, and we are going to have the sound of the game being talked about in a second.
That'll do.
Shuki la la Crow supporters.
We are a bit
That was a good addition, actually. I didn't mind that.
Yeah, that the Suki La La Crow supporters part is about the fact that Rory Laird has been rubbed out for one game tonight, and everyone's wondering what for.
Yeah.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't heard this.
Breaking news.
wow, it's
Oh,
breaking
my
news.
God.
You heard it here first on
I
Here We
have,
Crow and
live.
the internet.
Getting my live reaction.
Yeah, you got Kate's live reaction to this one. She was too busy in transit to see what happened.
That's right. Exactly.
I look back at the footage though, and I didn't see it in game notably, but I did look at the footage and felt like it's in line with some of the other suspensions in terms of just head high hits. I don't think definitely wasn't intentional, but
I think it just looks like a footy act to me.
it's definitely a footy act.
Yeah.
But I think he
it
won't
wasn't even that late to it either.
he won't get off though.
Probably not. Well, the Crows don't like appealing these things anymore, so who knows what's going to happen.
I'd love it if he got off, but we'll talk about that a bit more, I suppose, with the selections as well a bit later. But I'm sure most Crows fans can probably see a case for it being bullshit.
Yeah, Vardy's just said he posted the footage on his Twitter
That's
account.
right,
so
yeah.
I'll check that
If
out.
you want to have a look at it, it's on there.
Yeah, I think he Jadelaide also shared it earlier. So yes, via Vardy, I should say. So thanks, guys, for breaking the news and showing the footage that we needed to look for. But the Crows obviously somehow got over the line in the last few minutes against the West Coast Eagles
Oh,
by
my God.
the tune of 9 points. What the hell was that?
I swear to God that the Crows are just like they really suffer from that Western Australian jet lag. Like that was a 1 o'clock game like, in Western Australia, 4:40 from our standards. They're not used to that. That it was the flight that killed them. Then getting there and playing late like we just can't play over there for some reason.
What I found
else is
strange, though, like I do agree, but what I found strange is that we did come out playing okay at the start. Like we got to a 3 or 4 goal lead pretty early in that, in the first quarter.
Yeah.
But then we just kind of lost the plot for 2 quarters.
I mean,
Yeah.
I want to give credit to West Coast because they definitely brought their A game.
Big time.
Where has that been all year?
They brought their A game, but their A games shouldn't be that good. Like
No.
what?
Well, they had things to play for, I guess. They had some
Did they?
career. Well, there was some celebrations for people's careers and Jeremy McGovern's retirement
Yeah.
celebration.
How funny was that, by the way, with his son sticking his finger up at the crowd?
Hilarious.
I didn't see this
Can't
either. I
say
missed all the football
you
news.
can't say that Bailey Sniff and
Stop
Ginnivan
saying all the good stuff that we could put in the goods, Dan.
aren't rubbing off on the kids.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But look, it was just one of those games where, Eagles had everything to play for in that, why can't we knock off the top of the ladder
Yeah.
team?
We are the hunted now.
Literally nothing to lose
It was
from
just,
them.
it really did remind me of when the Crows beat Melbourne in 2020, undefeated Melbourne. Like, how good did that feel when we did that? And I don't think we were quite bottom of the ladder at that point, but we were pretty close to it if we weren't. And, that's the kind of thing that they wanted to do, just like have that, glory.
Yeah.
And they nearly got there, but not quite.
Yeah. Yeah, it was interesting. I felt like, like you said, they played out of their skin and they had a little bit of luck go their way, I think more with like ball bounces than anything else. But, they had to do that to reach a level that competed with us when we were definitely off.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's, I guess, I'm not worried. Like I'm not like, oh, here we go, doom and gloom about it. I think it's probably, like you sort of said in your intro, Dan, a good thing in the sense that if we were ever going to come in not completely mentally prepared, it was probably going to be this game, and we've got some games to right that. We've obviously got a massive opponent this week, but also even the North Melbourne game I think means more now because how we approach that game is going to be really telling after this. So
North will do exactly what West Coast did. They'll come out all guns blazing, trying to finish the season on a high.
Yeah.
Trying to prove that Clarko is actually the coach they need to have for going forward. All of those kinds of things. I think this week's game is even bigger now because it's just like, we kind of can afford to lose one. However, we don't want to. And also coming off that underdone performance against West Coast, we need to prove that we can actually bounce back and play like the contenders that we are now. Like we are officially the only team that is definitely in the finals at this stage, which is
crazy,
amazing.
Isn't that crazy?
Like anything can happen still in this last 2 weeks with all the other teams. Collingwood keep losing. They could actually miss the 8, which is insane.
Oh,
I mean, I can't see them losing the last game against Melbourne, but Melbourne have been reasonably okay.
Well, they gave the Bulldogs a scare yesterday.
They really
almost
did.
knocked the Bulldogs out of the 8. It's been a really interesting end of the season, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And there's still so many massive games to go.
Off the topic of the Crows for a second, who do you two see missing?
Like, I want it to be Hawthorn, but I think that's like a done deal at this stage. Like, they're probably going to be in the 8, the way they've been playing. But they still have to play Brisbane, and they still Brisbane could drop out.
Yeah, Brisbane are out of the 4 at the moment.
But the way that the Bulldogs are going, I think it might be them, or it could be Fremantle.
Yeah.
It's either
Fremantle.
Fremantle, Giants, or Bulldogs, basically, that might drop out.
I think Giants. I think they're the flakiest one out of the group.
Yeah.
I think the Dogs might be, actually.
I was going to say, I feel like the Dogs have been in that, but they've been talked up as if they aren't.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I'd say out of those two, most like Giants and Bulldogs, most likely.
Yeah, it will be one of those two, surely.
Yeah. I
be a
haven't
shock.
looked ahead to see who everyone's playing. I think and where they're playing. I think it'll be down to some of that as well. Like
Most of the games, there's lots of crunch games still to come. I think it looks pretty sure thing that Gold Coast will play their first final series as well, which is pretty huge.
yes, yeah, absolutely.
What a shame.
Sure
We
as hell.
really wanted Dimmer to dim the sun.
Yes.
Yeah, and we don't want to play them
proving
in
he's a good
Queensland at
coach.
any point. So
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah, lots to play out still.
I wanted to talk. I think Sam's mentioned glad Burjo played. That sounds sarcastic to me.
You think?
Yeah. I don't want to feed into Sam's theories and sort of dislike of Scott Burns, but I'm kind of feeling like perhaps Tex is more of an on-field coach than I've given him credit for.
Definitely.
In the forward line. Like I've definitely seen his leadership down there, but I'm like, wow, we really looked a mess without him down there.
It's a scary thing.
Yeah, and even the way that Tex often when things aren't going our way and coming down our end, he'll be up the ground trying to put pressure on, trying to kind of do those things. He doesn't do those things perfectly, but every time. But it took I think it wasn't until the last quarter that I saw Burgess trying to do a bit of that, trying to get up the ground a bit more.
Yeah.
Fog always does it as well, and I sort of saw Fog trying to step into that role a little bit, I think. But the difference was really noticeable to me. So yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think it's like partly like the Tex thing. Yes, definitely a director on field, and like obviously the boys really respect Tex and they're going to listen to him. Whereas Burgess is always going to take the lesser defender, whereas Tex kind of does call for a strong defender.
Yeah.
They're not going to put their lesser defender on Fog or Filthy in that circumstance. So
yeah, the opposition respects Tex too.
That's right.
Yeah.
If and when Tex does retire, I mean, assuming it's the end of this year, it's going to be a big structural change for the Crows to figure out over the off season.
I don't know. I reckon maybe that was the game that makes him sign on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
even if
he's
if he only plays for like the first half of next year and they can't, and hopefully Toby Murray comes on a bit more. But he's going to be so important for us, like even off field, like he still needs to be around.
He needs someone to shadow what he actually does during the game because like you said, Burjo wasn't here and we knew he wasn't going to be, unfortunately. He didn't do many good things during that game, really.
And it warranted an opportunity for him, given his form in the Sandful. And, we were going to need to rest Tex at some point. So,
Look, he's a great Sandful player, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And Mr. Jawson's just said it's a worry that Fog didn't step up into that Tex role. And maybe I wouldn't say it's a worry.
No.
Because he probably tried, but again, like I said, it's a bit hard when, one of your forwards is getting you're not really getting looked at by a defender. But, it is – I think that does show that it is time for Fog to really step into that and he's going to have to take that on a lot more. It's one of those things where it's hard for him to do that because Tex is still around.
Yeah.
But, maybe that will show the coaches that, we need Fog to kind of take a bit more of that responsibility on.
It's going to be really interesting to see how that all plays out, I think. Because Tex isn't going to be around forever, and nor do we expect him to be.
And I think when he signed on for this year, I think we all thought it might be more of that transition year for him, where he would play more Sandful time, and and that hasn't. We've been more competitive with him in the team, than we would have expected, I think. So. Maybe that is a reason to have him around next year, is for that to actually be a transition over to a group of forwards that now have more experience and, more under their belt. So maybe a bit more capable of that.
It's almost trickier now that we're actually in the window as well, because it's like when you move one of those pieces out and it makes the whole forward line go to water, like it's like, oh, geez.
Hey, seeing as we're on the topic.
How do you change that on the fly?
Seeing as we're on the topic.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Jawson's just another great comment. Fog is missing too many easy set shots.
He
as well.
is. I was just going to say that. What was that?
Like
at the start.
We've actually been discussing this quite a bit in the Adelaide FC Discord lately. He's obviously playing a role, which is a higher up the ground role, taking that defender down into that center part. But his weapon is set shots, and there's been so many times where he either hasn't gone for the set shot or he's completely missed them, like ones that he would normally ice.
Yeah.
Like, didn't he he kicked a point directly in front yesterday?
In the first quarter,
So I do wonder, is he carrying something? Does he have a sore toe? Like, what's going on there?
Is it just mental? I think it's mental because, like, he missed that one at the start of the Port game, which would have absolutely capped off that shit kick backwards by Miles Bergman.
Yes.
But then, to that one yesterday was even easier shot. Like he never misses those. Like you would never expect him to miss it, and he did. So it's strange.
It's a mystery. I want to know what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
He'll lift for finals.
Well, let's hope so, because like that is a weapon we kind of need.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Like, we want everyone to be icing those shots.
Lucky
Yeah.
Thilthorpe iced one from outside 50 at the end
Yes.
in the last quarter.
Yeah, definitely.
Needed that.
Yes,
Yeah.
the big man stepped up when required. That's for
He
sure.
absolutely did.
Did, yeah. And it's I think I was watching that game. Sam's made a similar comment about how like the 2025 Crows had me feeling confident we'd win at 3/4 time. It's a new feeling, and I was the same. I kind of hit halftime, and I was like, okay, well, that hasn't gone to plan, but we'll be right. And then 3/4 time I was like, we will be right? Like, yeah.
All that trauma coming back slowly.
But very like it did not all just kick straight back in, and that was a good sign. But yeah, it just was so frustrating to see us play so much more sloppy, lazy, seeming, casual, imprecise football, like worse than we played in the torrential rain at the showdown.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
It's just a bit worrying that like very good pressure attack like completely puts us to water. Like we're just like we need to I'm glad they had the maturity to kind of come back in the second half and like fix those kind of issues, but they need to not like stress when that is happening and just be confident that they are going to be able to pull off the kicks and hit the targets and be the first to the ball. So, yeah.
There are a few guys that had sort of quieter games. Dan Curtin's first quiet game for a little while. Josh Worrell probably didn't have his best day out there, but we had a few guys in the back line in particular that stood up. Hinge, Miller, Keane.
I would say Murray had a shocker.
Yeah.
In fact, I'd probably drop him for Butts after
Yeah.
that.
Oh, wow.
It was pretty bad.
Wow. Well, Butsy had a great game in the Sandful, so that's a good sign.
Yeah. I reckon he's straight back in, to be honest.
We'll see. I mean, he was playing really well up until the punctured lung.
Yeah. And it's going to, Sam said, how good was Taylor? Hell yeah, my brother Taylor.
Well,
He
shall we
was
see?
amazing.
Was he good enough to get in the votes? Shall we get into some votes
Let's
maybe?
do it.
Both sound good.
Has Sam sent us any?
I did ask.
There
in
has
the
been
chat.
some sent.
That's all right. We'll let you go first, Kate, if you're ready.
Oh, sure. Yep. So I gave, let me just get them back up, 3 to Dawson, who we haven't even talked about yet, but obviously, once again, he was one of the sort of sparks that got us back on track eventually. And he kicked that first goal of ours, which was really important at the time. So like double the amount of tackles of the next highest tackler. Like he did 14 and the next was Curtin with 7, I think. 32 pressure acts, like another complete game. And I just think, he the pressure was the West Coast's biggest weapon against us, and he really counteracted that. So, 3 to Dorse,
Nice.
2 to Ranks, who again I think was in the second half a big part of the spark that kind of got us going, and he was working so hard all over the ground, just really trying to monster us along. So 2 to Rankin, and I gave 1 to Zach Taylor. He was so noticeable. Even earlier, I think, than the rest of the team lifted. He was still just kind of in the contests, presenting up forward. Like there was a period of time where he seemed to be the target up forward for a bit, and just really strong and clean, and he really stood out.
He's really composed with ball in hand.
Definitely.
I find. Like he doesn't panic at all, which is really handy for us.
Absolutely.
Especially in games like that.
Yeah, if he was ever going to, that would have been the game. So that was
Absolutely.
awesome. So they're my votes.
Thank
Cool.
you.
What'd you have, Lauren?
I didn't put Dawson in my votes this week, I will admit, and that's because I just felt like while he did have a good game, I felt like he didn't put us on the back and
Not quite
take
the
us
same
through
as-
the game.
Yeah.
So I did leave him out of my votes this week, but I did give 3 to Rankin because I thought Rankin did that, especially in the second half. Like he actually brought the firepower into the midfield, and I think if we didn't put him in the midfield, we wouldn't have won that game. So a masterclass by Matthew Daddy Nix there. I gave 2 to Filthy because, again, he stood up when it counted and was really important for us. And, oh, my God, didn't everyone have their heart in their mouth when he came off with that neck thing?
Oh, my God.
Jesus Christ. I was like, the season's over. The premiership dream is over. But he got back out there, thank God. And hopefully he's all right and pulls up fine this week. And I gave one to Zach Taylor as well because, as Kate said, he was just really good in that second half and he was just a standout. Yep.
And who sent you votes?
All right, well, I've got Ben's. He's given 3 to Dawson, 2 to Rankin and 1 to Taylor. Pretty basic.
I've got Nuzz's.
Oh, you do? Yes,
yeah,
go for it.
so he gave 3 to Dawson, 2 to Taylor and 1 to Philthorpe. Yep.
And then we've got Sam's 3 for Dawson, 2 for Filthy and 1 for Taylor.
Yes.
Yep.
I've pretty much gone similar. So 3 for Dawson, 2 for Taylor, and I went 1 for Rory Laird, Laird, who I thought was really solid in defence, apart from getting rubbed out.
I don't know if I agree with that, to be honest.
It's all right. He's not here to agree with it. It's my votes.
Okay,
Read them and weep.
Daniel, yes, we can update you on Ben's fantasy team. Don't even worry about that. It's coming. It is coming.
Who said that?
Ben's friend Daniel's in the chat.
So much
He's
demand for
returned.
fantasy today.
It's been mentioned more times in this pod than it has been in a long time.
Sam's so grateful he's not here.
Yes. Quite achiever.
Hi, I'm Tyson Edwards.
You're such a quiet achiever.
Ooh, yeah. Kate, who have you got?
I went for Isaac Cumming. I, again, just felt like he wasn't, a standout, but he just, when he was around the ball, things happened. I felt like felt like he stood out and was more composed, more of the game. I went with him. Apologies to Pedler, who I think is another good pick. But yeah, I was tossing up.
One of Pedler's better games, which is not a high bar, but
Jeez.
Isaac Cumming had more of the ball than he usually has, which is good. So yeah. Lauren?
I gave it to Luke Pedler this week. And so did Sam.
Oh,
and
wow.
so did Nuz.
And so did Nuz, yeah. I mean, it was his best game for the Crows in a while and kicked some goals when we really needed them and, I thought he was great.
Yeah, it's been a while since he's played a really good game. That's what I mean. I think it's good for him to get one so he can stay in the team for a bit longer.
Absolutely.
What did Ben have?
Ben, Quiet Achiever this week was Rob. Said Philthorpe's exploits were too noisy for Quiet Achiever.
I went with Mark Keane, who I thought took some clutch marks when we needed him to.
Absolutely.
Especially in the last quarter. So good work, Mark. All right.
Great.
What's next? Sam's goods and bads without Sam.
Oh, no.
Get ready, Sam. We're trying to find the button. This is...
If you want to know what's in the spread, get into Rowan Jarman.
I believe that Kate has organised some goods and bads.
I had a couple.
Yeah.
So one of my goods, I think this got announced like just after the podcast last week, was Andrew McLeod in the Legends game.
Yes, I know.
What I won't do to see that man on a football field again.
He is going to tear those bastards apart.
He is. He's still in such great nick. It's going to be so good to
Which
see
team's
him.
he on?
All Stars. Yeah.
So is that Gorringe's team?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So can't wait.
We're going for them.
Yeah. Definitely. And another one I had was when I was sick a couple of weeks back. I've been on and off sick all year. Anyway, my mum dropped a care package round, and she included the Kleenex Ultimate tissues.
Ultimate tissues.
They can recommend. Like, you know how you...
What makes them ultimate?
It's like blowing your nose on a bed sheet is the best I can describe it. It is like silky. Like my nose did not get like sore and gross. It was just like, it was heaven.
So an upgrade to the aloe vera ones?
Yes, big upgrade. And they're the ones I usually grab.
Are they also larger?
No, they're the normal stand, because I know there's large ones of the others, but it's the standard size, but just the texture is glorious for your very sick nose.
I'd love to know how much they are.
Yeah, I didn't ask. I'll only be buying them when I'm sadly ill.
Yeah. All right,
Did you
Kleenex
have any
Ultimate.
goods?
I was just trying to think if I had any good.
I stole a good off of Dan Does Footy again because I thought it was hilarious. But the player in Mornington Peninsula getting red carded and then mooning the opposition coaches.
Yeah, perfect.
Amazing.
I think my good would have been Jeremy McGovern's kid giving the finger.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
brilliant.
That's pretty funny.
Do I have any other goods? Did I have a good weekend?
We already
It
talked
was
about
fun, I
ours, didn't we?
guess.
We've given the weekend.
I went to the
You
Egg
have.
Castle for the first time, actually. The new cranker, as it's called, I guess, the Castle.
The Castle.
And yeah, it's pretty good.
How's the Serenity
nice.
there?
Serenity was good. Saw our Nuff Ant there.
Yep.
Heinous
nice.
Crimes, his band was playing. Caught up with him and the rest of the guys. That was nice. Look, it was really nice to see. When I walked in, I saw just like probably about 10 people straight away who I hadn't seen in ages. And it was just like such an Adelaide, like we're back in our like old haunt vibe. And yeah, it was really, really good. And I rate the Schnitty. The Schnitty was pretty good.
Okay.
Not enough gravy,
Hot tip.
but I've given my feedback on that.
Okay, nice.
So yeah, that's my take on that.
Definitely
You
piqued
got
my
any-
interest.
You got any other goods?
No, that's it.
I've got one.
Oh, okay.
I've got one more. You reminded me. I went last week to. I don't know how much overlap there'll be between people who watch this podcast and Theatre Nuffs, but I went and saw the Agatha Christie play that is on at the moment. And then there were none. It was awesome.
Oh yeah.
And I tend to do this. I was googling the actors like afterwards, and one of them was played. Friedrich in the Sound of Music movie. Like he was one of the Von Trapp kids.
Wow.
He's now very old. But yeah, I was like, what caliber of people are performing in Adelaide these days? So yeah, had a great time. You can get like food at Her Majesty's upstairs. So we did that beforehand and it was a lovely night out.
Excellent.
Very cool. Very cool.
Sam's asking me if the Schnitty was better than the Exeter. Look, I'd say it's pretty on par, but the chips at the Exeter are better. And so the mushroom gravy was really good at the Ed, but I actually like the mushroom gravy at the Exeter because it's creamy. So it's a hard split.
Hard choice.
Just at risk of turning Sam off, I'm going to actually put Fantasy Chat in the goods because
okay.
because of this, Izzy Jizzy FC, which is my team, have come from nowhere, from the clouds,
Wow.
to make the prelim this week.
Yes.
Well done.
Against Ben.
Oh God! Why did you ruin it?
I've got it right here
We
in
are
Ben's notes.
we are about to get our asses handed to us by Ben Turnbull's team, Mediocrity.
Mediocrity, yeah.
They are going. I'm just putting it out there into the universe right now. We've got no answers. We're going to get absolutely smashed.
What's his official ranking right now?
Oh,
It's like
God
in the
knows.
300s.
I have no right to be playing him in a prelim. Put it that way. It's the last time he played. He's made the close to league high score of 24-19, and he skipped last round because he went straight to the prelim.
Oh,
I won by about
bullshit.
2 points against Nick Latasa, SSJ Naruto. That's the team. No, I won by nearly 30 points, but it was close. And somehow, and it was 200 points less than what Ben scored. Sorry, in the last round. So.
oh, Dan, if we learned anything from yesterday, there's a hope that you'll be competitive.
I think all I've got to hope for is that one of his players gets injured in the first quarter and somehow it's his captain or something.
The other note he's got here is that Jake, our friend from the TA,
Yes.
is playing in the other prelim as well.
Jake is playing against, it looks like a relative of Nick Latasa, which is John Latasa's
Oh
team.
God, who are these guys?
They must be friends of the pod. 64 slices of American cheese is that team.
Well, my claim to fame in fantasy this year was that I beat Jake 1 week. So I'm just living on that until
great.
next year. Also, I'll take this opportunity to plug the fact that we do have an AFLW fantasy league happening this season, which is coming up, and there's no one in it. So guys,
I'm in it.
get in it. Kate, maybe this is your chance.
Maybe this is there's less players to research, so maybe I should get
You
involved.
think that makes it easy, but it doesn't.
I
Yeah.
should just pick at random.
Because we only know the Crows players.
Yeah, I
very
know.
hard.
That's what I tried. It wasn't fantasy. It was the other one. I tried it many years ago,
Yeah.
and that was basically what happened.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
so I'll post another tweet with the link on there, and it's in the Here We Crow Discord channel. But yeah, please join in because we'll all be shit at it. So
That's
it'll
all right.
just be fun.
Yeah, we will.
And
Except Ben.
Ben's
Ben
not
fun.
doing it.
Oh, he's
Ben's
not
not
doing
doing
it.
He
it.
That's
doesn't
right.
want to do it. He's too consumed with his AFL
Yeah.
fantasy
Men's
team.
one.
He doesn't need another 10 weeks of fantasy.
I feel like he
Fair
did
enough.
really well at it last year, though, compared to us. So
yeah, that's
that
why,
might- that
that's
might
why I thought
open
he's
up-
giving us a chance to
yeah, it
win.
might open up the field a bit. All right, let's get
Very
into
good.
bad.
Oh, yeah.
Footwear sacrificed at half price and equipment slashed to half price. Rowan Jarman's huge half price sale. Don't miss it.
What do you got, Kate?
I've got a couple. They're all Crows related. One, and I think this may have settled down a tad bit in the last few. And I get why it's been happening because of his song. But on the Crows socials, they've been referring to Dawson as daddy, and
Yeah,
that has
he's
not,
not the right
sat
daddy.
comfortably with me.
He's not a daddy, number one.
I know his song's "Daddy Cool,"
Yeah.
and I think that's why.
Yeah.
But it's like, come on, guys.
Yeah, there's only one daddy.
Yeah.
I feel like
Daddy
I feel
Mix.
like they're doing that knowing that we call daddy.
Yeah, is it like an actual go?
No, I think in their subconscious somewhere they're like, oh, someone's called
Someone's
Nixie daddy.
Yeah, yeah.
Look,
yeah. Nah.
It'd have to be.
Can I just follow up that bad with
Please.
Since our favourite digital media guy James has been promoted to a new role, we're getting nothing from
Yeah.
the Adelaide Crows
Oh,
socials
sad.
team. Like nothing.
That
It's like they don't
sucks.
want to know us anymore.
No, they're like podcast plebs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys. It's really sad.
They've
Yeah,
forgotten.
that is sad.
Forgotten we exist.
Oh.
Like, they just don't want to join in on our fun at all. I'm having to make comments on my private Instagram account where they don't realise that it's me.
Yeah.
And I'm one of the most popular commenters sometimes on their posts because I'm hilarious.
Yes.
Like, it's ridiculous.
And
sure.
modest.
That's right.
My other one was, I went to the Crows shop on the weekend to spend my voucher, as many people did. And
Oh, hoodie?
I got this. So I was
Looks
very
so
happy
good.
with
I was
it.
thinking about buying one of them.
You feel it. It's so nice. It's like the nicest material.
That is
Yeah.
nice.
So yes, I was very happy with my purchase. However, I
was wondering how this was going to be a bad.
Yeah, wait for it. No, I know we've brought up, you guys have brought up in the past years about the styles of the merch, and I think they've done a lot of work there, and there's lots more good options. But when I went in to try stuff on, I was trying on like the Poorly Drawn Crows t-shirts and some of the other t-shirts they had that were I buy a lot of merch t-shirts I buy are unisex or men's sort of sizes.
Yeah.
And so I'm used to wearing those kinds of clothes. That's what I prefer anyway. But the shoulders and the arms on them were ridiculously long. Like I couldn't wear them. Like the arms come down to my elbows.
I
The
like
shoulders
that.
hang off. It's
No.
it's like this much too long for me.
Yeah.
And I was downsizing and it was.
Yeah,
So
okay.
I'm an average sized chick and I went smaller because of that. Didn't make a damn difference. So I feel like there's not.
Didn't make a damn
It
difference.
didn't make a damn difference. So I'm like, come on, guys. Like I'm not one to buy like the specifically female shaped ones very often, but can we have some middle ground if they're going to be unisex? Kind of like,
Yeah.
It
I
just
think they're still
it
struggling
was
in that
annoyed.
space.
Yeah. Because I was like, I'd really like some options, so I'll just be wearing my Hero Crow merch more. But that was
Good
it.
one,
so I was
good
like,
one.
still some work
That's
to do
limited
there,
edition Here We Crow merch because
which
the
is a
store
great
is
fit.
shut.
I'd just like to say,
The store's still not shut, but we will
Oh,
be
it's not.
closing the store.
still hemorrhaging our money.
That's another bad.
Imminently.
I've got another bad there. So the other week we copped, we had 2 orders for our stickers, which are now sold out because I sent these 2 orders off. Turns out that they were fraudulent orders, and this dickhead was put through a chargeback, and we got charged like $40
what?
for this chargeback, and it turns out that both orders were fraudulent. So I've sent stickers off to no one.
Oh
Yeah,
my
right.
god!
And haven't gotten them back. I did put the return address on the back, but no, haven't received them back. What the hell? Stop stealing money from us, you fucking assholes.
We don't have any money.
We literally don't have any money.
Anyway.
Speaking of, you can buy us a coffee at buy.com/JewyCrow. Also, have you got a bad?
Oh yeah, Dermott Brereton is just
Oh, yeah, he
perennially bad. He's just so bad. He's doing the Melbourne West Bulldogs game, and he's just such a punish to listen to. The way he talks, like no one's like every time there's a new player or there's he makes it sound like they're his kids and all that kind of thing. It's just gross. Anyway,
Agree.
Well,
it's like he's seen it all.
yeah, he sucks. I hate him. My bad is the Dan Gorringe 48 hours in the orange box. That was a tough watch. Like, I don't know why he said yes to that, why they made him do that, but it was bad.
Yeah.
And I like Dan Gorringe. I like the podcast. I think it's fun and dangerous podcast. But that was
It's so good.
like
That's what he says.
I liked it, to be honest.
I mean, some of it was funny, but just I was tuning in at the most random of times. Like when I first woke up, when I was getting ready for work, when I was on the bus home, when I was about to go to bed, just to see what was going on. And like, actually, do you know what I had the biggest problem with was the people in the comments who were obsessed with the fact that he was wanking in there. Like every comment was like, "Where are the tissues? Did you wank in there last night?
God.
Like, where's the lotion?" Like, oh my God. No wonder men are lonely. Like, come on. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, I can't say I engaged with the chat much, but I happened to have a really quiet day at work on Friday. It was an admin day. So I just had that on and, it just kind of kept me focused, to be honest. I didn't mind it, but there was a lot of downtime where he wasn't doing a whole lot, which is
I feel like he went crazy within the first 4 hours.
100%. Yeah, it's pretty rough thing to go through.
I think we just never need to see anything like that ever.
It was very unprepared, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, it was very last minute.
Thrown together.
I was like,
100%.
the dude's like letting farts off in there because, what else can he do? And then thankfully they let him out to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
Like he obviously couldn't shower. So he's just like cleaning himself with baby wipes. I cannot and then by the end of it was so sunny and it would have been like 40 degrees in there. It would have stank.
Yeah.
Like,
it would have been
hideous.
Did his podmate have to go in there, Ollie?
Ollie went in there and took his girlfriend in there with him. I was like, what are you thinking? Like, I would be like, I'm gonna stay outside. Oh, so gross.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it. You got anything else, Dan?
Nah. I reckon we should get enough on the phone. What do you reckon?
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah, let's do it.
While you're getting him up, Sam had a bad, which was fully grown adults in wizard hats, which I do genuinely agree with.
It's kind of funny though.
Maybe at Halloween.
Is it?
And it's not funny? No.
Someone made the argument today that maybe Isaac Rankin is actually the real wizard because he's got the better facial hair.
He's actually good.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. I'm just trying to do like 10 things at once here. Like find the scene thing and then find the
Well, wasn't the wizard that player that I hated from Melbourne back in the day?
Oh, Jeff Farmer?
No, it wasn't Farmer, was it?
I think they used to call him the wizard. Jeff Farmer.
Maybe it was Jeff Farmer. Yes. Yeah. Yep.
But
So,
looking at
it's
my
like
Isaac
rehash.
Rankin badge right now, and he does look like a wizard, yes.
all right.
You draw a
I'm
hat
trying
on
to
him.
find the number now. Oh my God, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
And now I've got to find the thing. Imagine if he didn't answer.
You won't because he won't recognise your number. Oh.
Hello, Crow.
Oh,
Here we
good.
crow.
Ant,
How are we doing?
good. How are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good.
You are live on
Mate.
air. Live on air. We are going to play the stinger for your segment.
Finally found it. Fuck.
Nice one.
Go for it.
Yes, it is another team's Nuff, and it's one of our favourite Nuffs tonight. It's Ant Kern of Thunder Speaks, Heinous Crimes Division, all these other great bands, and
Busy man.
he's also sometimes a teacher at my kid's school. He's everywhere, and
Sometime.
and most importantly, he's our Collingwood Nuff. And what a season it has been. Literally, there is a lot to play for Collingwood this week, and the Crows just need to actually beat Collingwood for a change. So just to prove that they actually can beat Collingwood. It's been since 2016. How are you, Ant? How are you feeling? Are you up and about?
I'm good. Don't know about up and about. The pies aren't too up and about, so I'm
Yeah.
also not.
You were pretty glum on Friday night when I saw you at the Ed.
Yeah, it was still fresh. It was still fresh after that.
Yeah, what is it?
We've
3 out of 4?
regrouped,
3 out of 4 they've lost now?
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. All right.
I actually went overseas for 6 weeks. I was getting that bored of winning, so I just took off, and then it basically all fell apart from the moment I left. So
wait,
I haven't missed much.
Are you the real curse? Have you cursed by leaving the country?
Well, I came back and we played even worse. So
okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Myth busted. Have you seen Collingwood season? What do you think is going on at the moment? Why are they suddenly losing games?
Playing shit house would be one reason, but no, I don't know. I mean, the only hope I'm holding on to is, which you guys may have already heard about, could just be a Collingwood excuse, but we got put through a very hard month of training the same time in 2023, and I think it was the same stat. We lost 3 out of 4 maybe, and that obviously turned out all right in 23. So that's the only hope I'm hanging on to. But it's been well documented how old the team is this year, and obviously 2 years on, it's still basically the same team, and 2 years is a lot in sport as far as age goes. So yeah, I'm hoping we turn it around.
It's interesting when they talk about their age though, because I look at and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but looking at the guys that are older in your team, like Jamie Elliott, he's had like one of his best seasons. You got Pendles is still doing really well for like being like 50 or whatever he is, and and then you
re-signed today as well. So
oh, really?
That was a bit of nice news. Yeah,
I missed that one.
Yeah.
And Sidey's been pretty good as well. I don't feel like, I mean, just from an outside looking in, that your older guys are the issue.
No, you're dead right. Like, they've all played amazing this year. But yeah, obviously it's towards the back end of the year, and everyone was going on about it at the start of the year. Like, just wait till July, August, see how those bodies are holding up. Elliott has been out of form. Side bottom's been okay. Pendlebury actually did have, I think it was like pretty much our leading possession getter, or his stats are really good against Hawthorn. So, your theory's right, at least with Pendles. Yeah. But, I really don't know. I really don't know what's going on, and I can't say I'm super confident about this weekend. But yeah, and the other thing is, like, everyone keeps going on about our record at Adelaide Oval and against the Crows, but as you guys would well remember, they're always close games, and even when we were at our best and you guys were somewhere down the bottom half of the ladder, you would always almost beat us. So maybe this Saturday will be the time.
It's going to make there's a lot of interesting narratives, I think. I don't know if you're aware of this one, but our sax man, Matt Samet, who plays saxophone at the start of every Crows game this year, every Crows home game, is on he hasn't lost a game, basically, this year. So
okay.
The only time the Crows lost at home this year was in Gather Round, and he didn't play in that because it wasn't officially a home game. So
do you happen to have his address? Or?
No. I mean, we could find it, but we won't give it to you. But nonetheless,
Dan's just jinxed him anyway.
No, nonetheless, this will get a lot of airtime as the week goes on, I'm sure, because people are, they have been bringing it up recently. So if he somehow gets away with another win, but then you also have Collingwood. Fly is giving them a big rocket this week, I've heard, which of course he would be, but going on that 4 out of 5 losses, it's time for them to really stand up in a tough game. What better time to do it than against the Crows? I mean, it's that narrative we love as Crows supporters coming to our games. And
I don't know if I should feel better or more worried after your close loss to West Coast. It could be a bit of a
we don't know either.
a bit of a Nixie rocket as well. So we'll see.
Yeah, we definitely need to respond a bit to that one. That was the almost loss we had to have, as we said earlier. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
All right.
An Armfield?
Yes.
Give the kick to Dennis. So we're right behind him, and the Carlton fans are right behind him. Once, twice, 3 times.
Oh, look at that.
Yes! He's the master blaster.
Yes, and you've done this one before. You just named someone. I think it's pretty obvious, but I'll see who you think. We'll get the Dennis Armfield against the Crows this week. Who's going to stand up and have a game when they've potentially been out of form?
I was about to say Bo McCreary, but I don't actually know if he's playing. So I might need to think of someone else. Well, the whole team's out of form, so let's go.
Frampton.
Let's get I like that one. I like that one.
I actually thought you might go Jamie Elliott because you said he's been a bit out of form and he smokes the Crows at times.
He does. I thought that was too obvious, but you know what? I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Maybe a Jamie Elliott. I can't remember what year it was. He kicked 3 or 4 in the first quarter at Adelaide Oval.
I am having PTSD to that exact game. It was I think it was our first year of doing the pod, and I was there with Lauren, Ben, and Sam and Lizzie, and we were all in good seats, and we're like, "This is not good." It was not good at all. Yeah, Elliot was just killing us.
Yeah, that could have been. Yeah, I'd have to check the year on that. That might have even been a game we weren't expected to win, possibly.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go Jamie, or you know what, even Darcy Moore needs to find a bit of form as well. So
yeah,
we'll pick a forward and a defender.
He's been a bit of an issue for you guys, hasn't he? Most recently, I think we won't have Jeremy Howe, I'm assuming, with the HIH.
Yeah, that's a huge out as well for us. So that's rough 70 seconds to Jeremy, but yeah, let's go. Let's go Jamie and Darcy.
And are you going to the game?
I am not actually.
No,
I'm not.
This time.
Yeah, he's gotten out of it.
It's I've gotten out of it this time. It's my my lovely fiance's birthday, so
very good.
Couldn't wrangle that one, but look, it might be for the best this time.
That's it. All right. Well, tell us who you've got winning and by how much.
Well, after all my negative talk, gonna have to go the Pies by 7.
Another close one.
Come on, man.
I honestly can't see it being anything but close, but we'll get into our predictions a bit later. But thanks, Ant, again for calling into Here We Crow. We called you, but thanks for being available.
No worries, guys. Thanks for having me again.
Always love to chat to you, mate. All right, take care. See you soon.
See ya.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye. All right. I'm taking over hosting because Dan's forgotten that we have Serenity now with Kate.
I have not forgotten.
I forgot we had it.
But I think we should get into it before we
good
talk
call.
about the Collingwood game because I think we are going to need it.
How's the Serenity? So much serenity.
Thanks for the stinger, by the way.
Just by the way, before you start, Kate, breaking news is that the Crows are going to challenge lead suspension. So
good
this might help with the Serenity.
The Serenity, absolutely. All right, well, welcome to Serenity Now with Kate. This is a visualization nature meditation. To begin, close your eyes or soften your gaze, taking a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Imagine you are sitting on a bench in a peaceful park, overlooking an open grassy space. Your attention is caught by a flock of birds in the sky, and as you watch them descend and land on the grass in front of you, you recognise them as a murder of crows. You continue to watch the birds forage and fossick in the grass, taking in every detail. You notice their shiny feathers, which stand proudly puffed up. You admire their precise and confident movements. You marvel at the way they move around each other in effortless synchronization. You enjoy their occasional communicative caws. Then you hear a shrill note and your attention is drawn skyward to another flock of birds circling overhead, a convocation of eagles. As the eagles begin to circle in the sky above, casting intimidating shadows on the ground beneath, you detect a sense of panic in the previously calm crows. They appear to be cowering under the eyes of the birds of prey. Their movements have become confused and purposeless. Their cries are a cacophony of noise. They have become, in a word, a rabble. In the chaos, you see the largest crow trip and fall to the ground, his head at an awkward angle, and for a moment you fear the worst. Then, like the proverbial phoenix, it rises to its feet and, along with its two shiniest counterparts, takes flight, leading the murder as they soar above the eagles. The crows relentlessly chase the eagles with such ferocity that they careen into a tall, bare and oddly shaped tree with a round protrusion at the top reminiscent of a spoon. As the peace of the park returns, you are struck by the thought that crows truly are the top birds, at least for this week. Now open your eyes and repeat our mantra, we calm as one.
He calm
We
as
calm
one.
as one.
Ah, yes.
Thank you, Kate.
That was very good, Kate, as always. Very nice.
And now we're going to talk about the Crows versus Magpies.
Yeah, great.
Yes, it's the Crows versus Magpies. I feel like we touched on some of the topics of discussion with Ant just before. Yeah, Collingwood, 4 out of 5 losses out of seemingly nowhere after sitting on the top. We've stolen their top position. So we are literally the hunted now.
Yes.
They are going to want to knock us off
Yeah.
and take back what they think is rightfully theirs, but they're coming into our home ground to do it. But we haven't exactly distilled confidence in the fan base after that game against the Eagles. So.
Look, like you said right at the top of the pod and like we were talking about in the car, I almost prefer having that scare over there for us to actually come back to reality.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, hang on a sec.
You can't take your foot off.
We need to be on here.
Yeah.
And
So true.
Look, as you know, Ant was saying, like the Collingwood have not been in form. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know if it's like maybe they're just sick of Craig McRae being so cocky all the time. Maybe they're not. Maybe, I don't know. It could be anything really. But Jeremy Howe out is a big out for us. I think it's going to actually be beneficial to us for sure. I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to say.
Like we've said, and a lot of times, it's going to be won and lost in the midfield yet again. Their mids, obviously, Pendles is actually he wound back the clock against Hawthorn, even though they lost the game. Pendles was their highest possession getter at 27 disposals. Nick Dacos was unusually quiet, 24. Josh Dacos was even quieter at 20. So, you know, don't expect them to have a game like that again. We normally don't keep midfielders quiet either.
Yeah, the thing is that Hawthorn really did play out of their skin
Yeah.
in that game.
And they had to.
Yes.
And, you know, I know we beat Hawthorn, but they played way better against Collingwood than they did with us, and they played pretty well against us. So that's going to be tough. Nick Dacos, I'm a watch on him right now because I noticed in that game he was having neck issues. They do not want to risk him for finals.
No.
So just keep a watch on that. Could be a lay out. Can
That'd
you
be
imagine?
huge.
Wow, that would be huge.
Dan Houston coming back to Adelaide as well. He hasn't been in form, but he did have his best game for a while against Hawthorn. So, yeah, I'm a bit concerned that he's hitting form at the wrong time for us.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Anything could happen in this game. I just don't know what to expect after last week and Collingwood being on a sort of somewhat of a losing streak. Both teams have a lot to play for. We technically can afford to lose one. We should still stay in the top 4, but we want a home final desperately in that first game.
Yeah.
And I think we've got a bit to prove to ourselves again after last week, after yesterday. And I don't know that if we had lost a close one to Collingwood at home, which we still might, but, you know, if that was the loss that we had in the lead up to finals, I don't think we learn as much from that almost as what we will hopefully learn from yesterday, because yesterday was definitely all mental and, you know, that's, I think, a good wake-up call. But, you know, they've had some wake-up calls too, so it's really going to be a test of not only like, you know, skill and game plan and matchups. It's going to be a test of like between the ears what is going on for each team and which one is stronger, I think.
I think if we have another close loss to Collingwood, yes, it's going to be frustrating, but it's going to be another one of those ones where it's like, okay, now we have to beat them in finals.
It's going to put some fire in the belly for that, isn't it?
And I'd prefer to beat them in finals than this week.
Out of the two.
But the only fear I have is if we lose this game, we're going to end up playing bloody Geelong at the Cattery or in Melbourne in the first round, and that's not what we want.
No.
We don't want to lose that right to play a home final.
Absolutely.
We need to finish top 2, so we get.
Yeah, and I feel like home games mean more to us than Collingwood because they're not going to be travelling too far probably.
If Collingwood lose to us this week though, they pretty much I don't know if they're going. They probably won't make the top 4. Like even if they win the week after.
Really? Oh man.
I'm not sure of the maths.
They might drop to 5th, but it's depending on the outcomes of the other games.
Yeah, it's all
they
dependent
probably
on that.
will be 4th.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
But then that means we might have to play them at home in the first round.
Brad in the chat has said, and I'd meant to look at this before the chat, but possibility of rain as well. So,
I
does
think
make
it's
a
not going to be a
difference?
lot of rain, so
No.
I think it'll be fine.
Okay, cool.
Should we hear from Boza?
Yeah, I was going to say, have we got
yes.
Boza? Yeah.
Yes. It's like a sauna in here.
Evening, guys. Bit late. Sorry. Lots going on.
Don't be sorry.
Round 23 from the sauna. Father time, Collingwood, Real Magpies at home. 4 changes. That's if Laird doesn't get off, which I'm presuming, and Buckets Peatling doesn't get up, which I am presuming as well. Tex, Billy Dowling, Nankervis, and Schuenberg. Out Burgers, Jones, Moonman, and Buckets. Let's hope they both get up because otherwise it's looking a bit thin. Anyway, should get the job done at home and clinch the minor premiership for 2025.
Woohoo!
Wow.
Huge.
Anyway, thanks, guys. Speak to you next week.
Yeah.
Can you believe that though?
No.
Like what the fuck?
I just want to say it's really hard to do when you know what's coming, and the fact that we're coming up to a double chance in the finals and the fear about what could happen.
Yes.
But we need to sit back and go, this has been a really good bloody season.
Yeah.
Given everything we've been through, and to be the first team as a shoe into finals is massive.
It's a huge achievement.
Boza's ins and outs, I kind of agree with. I think I can see those happening.
I've got a feeling Buckets will get up.
Yeah.
He had a corky, but I reckon they just managed him.
That's probably the only one. I think so that means Schuenberg probably won't come in. But I can see them maybe rolling the dice on Dowling because he had a massive he's been massive in
40
SANFL.
disposals in the SANFL, 2 goals.
Yeah, he's got to get a chance at some point.
Yeah.
Even as a sub instead of Jones.
Yeah.
Jones didn't win any fans on the weekend, unfortunately.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
He's been all right.
He has been
the
all
last
right,
few
yeah.
weeks. So, having an off game here and there is a bit whatever, but
I
And
think
obviously-
he depends a bit on how well the rest of the team is going, more so than other players do. Yeah.
And obviously with Tex is a straight back in, and Smith is you'd think would be in for
If Laird stays out, yeah.
So
well,
yes.
it'll be interesting to see what happens at the tribunal tomorrow night.
Indeed.
Just before we get into socials as well, I was going to say
socials.
I was no social. Well, this can be socials.
Go for
The socials are blowing up with the trade rumor of
Oh,
Calamachi.
yes. Yeah.
Apparently a locked in deal with the Crows. I always temper that by the thoughts that when that sort of thing gets announced, the next day he re-signs with his team.
Do you know what's so funny?
We'll see.
Is that Nels had this mail about Calamachi, and I forgot that happened because I listened to the Jars and Bluey podcast, Jars and Bluey Uncut, because I do miss them from on radio in the afternoon. And Jars had this mail that he didn't want to say because of that Alistair Clarkson mail he gave out 3, 4, 5 years ago. He's still scarred from that being so wrong. But he did say that a contracted premiership player who is 27 years old has basically signed the contract with the Crows. Well, he didn't even say the club. He wouldn't say if it was Crows or Port. And of course, I put that to the Adelaide Football Club Discord channel and said, who is this about? And they all said it's got to be Archie. And lo and behold, multiple people have come out and said it now. So I'd like to think that it is true.
I'm all for it if it's true.
He does
but
address the need.
It just seems too good to be true. Like, I don't know. It's just
But we're good now.
Yeah, we are good.
We're a destination club, Dan.
we are good. But Timmy Silvers did come out a couple of days ago and say we're going to be pretty aggressive again, which I love to hear. So, and we're going to be more looking at our actual needs. So obviously we know Cal Archie, we know Draper is another potential. As much as people are sort of maligned on Draper, you'd have to say Draper and Archie coming in makes us even better again. So,
Not sure about the Draper. And as Vardy has just pointed out on the chat, which I was just about to say, South Australian Cal Wilkie disgruntled at St Kilda with their handling of Nazaya Wanganeen-Millera and unhappy that Lee Collier will be on the same money as himself next year, despite Wilkie being an All-Australian. A target, but, he said. And the other thing added to that is that apparently Marcus Windhager is also not very keen on the Saints.
Yeah.
And apparently he was one of the crucial keys to Nazaya staying at the Saints.
Wow.
So it's getting messy over there. Yeah, can't wait to hear what Ollie Gill has to say about all of this. And the but is that Wilkie attributes Josh Carr with getting him to AFL level. So if Wilkie's going anywhere, it might be Port. But
they can't have
can
everyone.
Port get Nazaya and
They
Wilkie?
have no currency.
Doubt it.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Now, rumours abound that Rosie is heading to a Melbourne club.
What?
Have you not
Rosie?
heard this? Now, Port
wow.
supporters on the internet are saying that this is a made-up rumour by a Crows fan.
It sounds like it.
I don't know any of the details of this rumour, but it is floating around that Rosie will be playing for a Melbourne club.
Why
next
would
year.
Rosie leave? I mean, only if they've got Nazaya in the bag.
Don't know. Could be personal issues going on.
I just can't see how Port can pull anything major off unless they lose one of their big three.
Yeah, it'll be like a lateral movement more than an
The big,
improvement.
They claim that Butters is staying. They've come out publicly and said that. So
because it's Butters, it's Butters, Horn, Francis, and Rosie, but then Bergman. So
Vardy's just told me Rosie grew up as a St Kilda fan in a St Kilda supporting family. Ooh. Oh no, I don't want to hear that.
Whoa.
Who did?
Rosie.
Yeah.
Wow. If he go swap him for Nazaya, okay. Well, they're still not better. They're just the same as what they were. Because he's I don't know. I can't see how Port come out better.
This is going to be a really interesting trade
It
period.
really is. Yeah. And then you got other crazy stuff going on, like Charlie Kerno saying he wants to leave Carlton.
Well, apparently everyone
Sam
at
Walsh
Carlton
wants to leave Carlton. Jack Silvani.
Carlton and St Kilda are a massive mess, and the TDK thing with St Kilda is again very controversial at the moment because Saints need to keep Nazaya, and they've just offered TDK more money. If they pull from that deal, that they are blacklisted from all kind of trades there.
Wow.
It's going to be very interesting.
Right, Joshy's got a rumour. I heard that the trade for Nazaya will involve Hawks and Port sending Butters to Hawks, get Nazaya, and Hawks give Carlton's first round to St Kilda. Wow. Good Lord. It's complicated.
Yeah,
messy.
there's
Port still lose a
real...
good player to get a good player.
And Port possibly giving Saints some more draft capital as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, God, these deals. I tell you what, Nazaya is a complete gronk if he goes to the Port. Sorry, mate, but you've got to stay at the Saints or you've got to come to the Crows because you are just...
He'll just be going from one bottom feeder to another.
Exactly. Yeah. You're not going to change that team.
No.
They are terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to have to be waiting for drafts for getting young kids in that are going to perform.
Yeah, and an untested senior coach as well. That's pretty uncertain.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Someone in the Discord was saying, I hope Nazaya didn't watch the Crows game last night, but I actually hope he did because then maybe he's thinking, actually, I am the missing piece.
There is a hole in this team for me.
I could have won that.
I can't see a universe where we get him, and that's just me being pessimistic. But if we did, I'd be obviously over the moon. But
Look,
definitely not getting hopes up there.
That's right. I'm just a whatever on everything at the moment.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Whatever happens.
What I do feel confident in is that our club will do some good things and get at least one or two decent trades. And I think they're in the market for that, and that will definitely make us a better team, which is good.
Yeah, they won't do it out of desperation either because we're not in a desperate spot. But even when we were, they made wise investments and moves that I personally was like, oh, interesting, not sure, Dawson, Rankin. But, it's worked out so great. So I do trust their judgment and, the balance they'll strike with it.
That's what gives me hope is that, like, the Dawson and Rankin trades, like, no one thought that was going to happen. Like, no one thought Rankin was going to get here. No one thought Dawson was going to get here, and they both did. And look at them now. Like,
and they're both
superstars of the comp.
Yeah, they've both reached way more higher levels at our club than I would have thought they were capable of potentially.
Dawson's a chance to be our first outright Brownlow medalist.
Yes, non-drawn.
Non-drawn, yeah. So we'll see. And I think he will win one day.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Is that it?
That's it. You've been listening to... Oh, wait, we haven't given our tips for this week.
We should do that, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Before we wrap it up. Kate, who have you got and by how much?
I'm going to go us. I'm going to back us in for a bit of a response for our non-loss, but not by much. I think it will be a bit of a heart stopper. So, yeah, maybe us by like 7.
Yep. Gone the opposite of Ant.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Lauren?
I actually think, I don't know. Honestly, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
But going off Collingwood's form lately and our want to really perform for what is going to be another sellout crowd, I think we're going to get over the line, and I'm with you, Vardy. I don't think it's going to be that close. I think it's going to be more like a 25-point win.
Yeah. I have a feeling we're going to test out that sign. We've got the sign and it's like the battleship or whatever. And
the strong arm.
Yeah, or the strong arm. Yeah, and we're going to have to test that out again, and we're probably going to win by 2 points.
Oh,
I can't
in a
handle
hot
that.
stopper.
Yeah.
But the important thing is we're going to prove we can beat Collingwood finally.
Let's hope so.
yes.
All right. Thanks everyone on the chat for joining us.
Yeah, thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Ant Kern, for being our Collingwood Nuffy yet again. We hope you don't win this week, but we appreciate you nonetheless. And thanks for listening to Here We Crow episode 130. Thank you, Kate.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, Lauren.
Thanks, Dan.
And thanks, everybody else. We'll see you again next week, and hopefully with another win under our belts and a minor premiership.
Oh, my gosh.
Woo! Go you Crowies.
Go Crows.
Go Crows.